Hi, welcome back to my channel, friends. It's good to be here today. In this video, I would like to talk about pregnancy. Are you trying to get pregnant? But could you please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and hit that little bell there? Yeah, right there. So YouTube can notify you the next time I upload a video. And share. Let's talk about pregnancy. I know of a lot of people that's trying to get pregnant. I know some that had miscarriages, stillborns, or they just can't get pregnant. They're having issues about that. What my message is today is please keep your faith. Because if you believe, if you watch my video that I just put up yesterday about believing, if you believe in yourself and you believe in a higher power, then how can you go wrong? Everything's going to be okay. Okay. Some people just ain't meant to have children, you know, like they're abusive, they leave children, you know, in dumpsters. You know, it's awful. Them people should not have children. And it's sad that they do. And especially with, there's so many beautiful women out there that do want to have children, and they would be great moms. And you're going to be. You really are. You know, you never fail unless you give up. Years ago, I went to tractor trailer school, right? And someone said that to me, and it always stuck in my head. Like, you don't fail unless you give up. So please, don't give up. If that's like, if you find out you can't give birth for some reason, like you can't carry a baby, well, there's other ways of having a child. You know, I know it would be beautiful to have it naturally and, you know, giving birth yourself. I totally get that. But being a parent and loving a child and giving a child a good home and being the best parent that you can be, it don't matter if you're blood or not. And you know, so I want you to remember that. So there's always a child out there that needs to be adopted. So I mean, if the worst thing comes to it, where you can't get pregnant, you can always adopt. Okay, you could foster care for a while if that's what you want to do, and then adopt, or just adopt, you know, right from the beginning. Maybe that was God's plan for you to save a child that needs to be saved. Sometimes we think our plan for our life should go this way, but then God, our higher power, comes in and brings us to go this way instead. But I would not ever give up on having a child, no matter how you get that child. So if you are having trouble getting pregnant, please have faith and just keep trying. Don't give up, okay? But then if you find it where you tried, you know, and maybe years went by, or some other reason, maybe, you know, the cost is just way too expensive, whatever you decide when the time is, as long as you feel like you tried your best, because maybe God has a different plan for you. Like when I was younger, right? All I ever wanted to do is get married and have kids and have that picket white house, you know, with a picket white fence around the house, you know, and a couple dogs, whatever. That was my dream for years, and that's how I thought it was going to go. Nope. It totally didn't go that way, because God had a different plan for me. He knew what was best for me. Okay, so he knows what's best for you. Even if you think you know what's best for you, well, he knows more. So if you lose faith by trying to get pregnant, please, whatever you do, don't lose faith in God, because God knows best. Leave it in his hands. Take some pressure off yourself. Um, Maybe there's a medical reason why you haven't got pregnant, or you can't get pregnant, and you already know that you'll never be able to get pregnant. Um, or maybe you're just putting too much stress on yourself. Um, I don't know if this is true because I'm not a doctor or anything, but I even heard, like, maybe if you're 5, 10 pounds overweight or something, sometimes just losing that weight a little bit, a couple pounds, maybe 3 pounds or something, for some reason it helps. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I heard. But yeah, just try to do your best. That's all you can ask for, and have faith. I mean, I know there was people, that I did readings for, and they always wanted children, and they tried for a long time. And then even some might have had a very, very low chance. A doctor would say, give you a very low chance of ever getting pregnant. And then they got pregnant, because they didn't give up and they kept their faith. So please do that. I know it's a very difficult road, like, to go through when you're having trouble getting pregnant. I remember when I went through that, where, um, I, um, I had a stillborn, and then I had a miscarriage, and I'm like, I was so heartbroken and discouraged and all that, right? Um, but in time, God gave me two beautiful, healthy baby boys, a couple years after that. So it's not in my time, it's in God's time. And he knows what's best for us. And by me going through that process of having a stillborn and a miscarriage and everything like that, do you think when I gave birth to my baby boy, I was so grateful more than probably I would have been, if I never had an issue? It's just like some things that goes good in your life, you take it for granted. But when there's a struggle and you got to work hard for it to get that reward, you really are thankful, right? So remember that too, that will be one beautiful day when you find out you are pregnant and you give birth to a child. But remember though, if you can't for some reason, and you tried your best, you went down every road to try to get pregnant, and you tried your best, and then you decided, let's try to adopt. I think that's a beautiful thing. Actually, when I was younger, I used to think about that. I was 12 years old, and I saw uh, this little girl in the paper, and they were saying how she's up for adoption, and they were looking for people. And I'll never forget it because her name was Jennifer. And so I always wanted to name, if I ever had a daughter, I was going to name her Jennifer. Um, but because that little girl really hit me, and I was only 12 years old, and I felt so bad for her, and so I always wanted to adopt. I just wasn't in the situation to adopt because mostly I was a single parent and stuff. Um, but yeah, there's so many children out there that really need loving homes. And trust me, that child will be so grateful. You could change somebody's life. Um, so I just wanted to say that for the message is, please keep your faith. Don't give up, okay? Because sooner or later you'll have that child under your roof. I really believe that. So hang in there. And I love all of you. And take care of yourself. And try to take one moment at a time. Don't worry too far in the future, because that can make you very overwhelmed. Take one step at a time, and remember, God is with you. He's going to help you, okay, in his time. So have a beautiful day. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and please pass that white light forward. And I'll just say that when the day comes when you're pregnant, it, know that if I knew about it, I would have a big smile on my face because I would be so happy for you, because it will happen, okay? Believe it will happen. Okay. God bless. See you soon. Bye-bye.